How you doing, folks? This is Hands on Tackle. Here we take a hands-on, unbiased look at fishing gear. We focus on design, features, and intended use, so you can decide what belongs in your tackle box. Today we're taking a detailed look at the Berkley PowerBait Chop Block. The bait shown here is the 10-inch version in the Golden Shiner colorway. This is a glide bait style swim bait, but it's built differently than most traditional glide baits. Most glide baits are hard. They're made from plastic, resin, or wood, and they're often expensive. The chop block takes a different approach. It uses a soft body, which changes how the bait moves and how fish interact with it. To understand how this bait works, we're going to break it down from front to back, starting at the line tie. The line tie is positioned to help the bait track level during the retrieve. This keeps the chop block gliding cleanly instead of rolling or blowing out as speed changes. Moving back to the head, the chop block features oversized eyes. Large eyes act as a visual target, giving following fish a clear reference point when they decide to strike. The head and gill area are highly detailed. You can see realistic gill plates, head shape, and facial structure. That realism matters when fish are tracking the bait at close range. Covering the body is a high-definition, realistic color finish. In this case, the Golden Shiner pattern. The colorway blends natural tones with subtle contrast and flash to imitate real forage without looking artificial. Now moving into the body design. The chop block uses a soft, compressible body instead of a rigid shell. Because the body is soft and jointed, it has more freedom to move. Rather than hitting a hard stopping point at the joint, the bait flexes smoothly, which helps create a natural gliding S-style motion during a steady retrieve. That soft body also compresses on the bite. Hard glide baits only hinge so far in a fish's mouth. The chop block can collapse slightly instead of pushing back, which can help with hook placement and reduce missed strikes. Connecting the front and rear sections is a reinforced mesh hinge. This hinge allows fluid movement while keeping both sections securely connected. The result is controlled action without the stiffness of a traditional hard hinge. As we move toward the back of the bait, the rear section becomes noticeably wider. That wide rear section is critical. As water pushes against it, the bait naturally wants to swing side to side. This is what creates the chopping, gliding motion the chop block is known for. At the very back of the bait is a paintbrush-style tail. The paintbrush tail adds subtle movement, even at slow speeds, and gives the bait a more natural feel when a fish bites and holds on. Another important feature is the hook system. The chop block uses a harness-style setup with a belly treble hook and a rear stinger hook. During the retrieve, the hooks stay tucked close to the body. When a fish is hooked, the harness allows the hooks to separate away from the bait. This reduces leverage from the lure body during head shakes, which can improve landing percentage on large swim baits. The bait also includes built-in hook retention points. The belly treble clips into a molded slot, and the rear stinger sits in a recessed magnetic slot. This keeps the hooks controlled and helps the bait move through cover more cleanly. Because the body is soft, the chop block can also skip more easily than rigid glide baits. Soft materials tend to absorb impact and slide, making this bait more practical around docks, cables, and overhangs. This is also a power bait product, so scent is built into the material. Scent won't replace presentation, but it can help fish commit once they move in on the bait. The chop block is available in multiple sizes: 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch. Again, the bait shown here is the 10-inch version in the Golden Shiner colorway, designed to match larger forage and target bigger bites. In terms of retrieves, a straight retrieve produces a wider glide at slower speeds and a tighter glide as speed increases. Twitch and pause retrieves create more side-to-side action, and adding slack can trigger direction changes that make following fish react. Here's the straightforward summary. The Berkley PowerBait Chop Block combines a large glide bait profile with a soft, compressible body, a reinforced mesh hinge, a wide rear section for chopping motion, and a paintbrush tail for subtle movement. It's designed to glide, chop, and present a realistic target that fish can track and commit to. That's been a hands-on look at the Berkley PowerBait Chop Block. If this breakdown was helpful, give the video a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. You'll find links to the tackle shown in the description. Using those links is the best way to support Hands on Tackle. Thanks for watching.